How are these comedic scholars talking about the weighing of the heart ceremony, but they walking around with metabolic disease? How you talking about the weighing of the heart ceremony? You don't know nothing about the heart. Huh? At the deepest level, all they could do is quote you some magnetic heart resonance bullshit. At the deepest they can go, magnetic heart resonance? Like, no. What about the biochemistry? Huh? What about that light? Huh? They don't got that work for you. They short on that. And what you don't know is killing you. This is why you got the weighing of the heart ceremony. The weighing of the heart ceremony. The weighing of the heart ceremony. Right? The weighing of the heart ceremony. And I got a video on this. Right? But real quick. The weighing of the heart ceremony, right, was based on magnetism. The weighing of the heart ceremony was based on magnetism. This is why the heart was left in the body, right? Because the heart is the seat of the mind. Now, today, we have proved that with science that the heart is the seat of the mind because the heart produces 90% of the body's magnetic field. And body's magnetic field, just like any other magnetic field in our universe, is the only place that information can be stored. Information is conveyed via electricity and light, but it is stored via magnetism. And this feather here is not the feather of my eye. This shit makes me cringe when I hear people say it. Called the shoot because it is the feather of Shu, who is the god of the air and electricity, because electricity is made from the air. This is why we have windmills and all kinds of shit. This is what happens when your hair. This is what, and this is why these feathers will be used, because feathers produce electricity, and electricity is what gives birds the ability to fly. It's not that they flapping their wings real fast. It's what happens when they start flapping their wings real fast. That electricity is produced. That electricity being produced, now you got what? Light and magnetism. This right here encapsulates the science of how the pyramids was really built. Understanding how to produce magnetism. This is why all of the material used to build the pyramids is paramagnetic, diamagnetic, and magnetic. That's the one thing that all of the material used to build the pyramids have in common. Magnetism, right? And your heart is magnetic. Your heart has its own muscle. Why do you think your heart has its own category of muscle? You got 3 categories of muscle in your body. Your heart has its own category of muscle. Why? Because it requires the most electricity. That's why the mitochondria is the most dense in the heart. Because it's producing the most electricity, which means it's producing the most magnetism, which means it's producing the most light. And so what you're looking at here is your deeds, your actions, your knowledge, your experiences, your intentions being measured to see if you're worthy at going on to the next level. That's what this is about, because the information is stored where? In your magnetic field. Your life is stored in your magnetic field. That's where your mind is. Right? That's why when you lose consciousness, what happens? When you lose consciousness, somebody rattle that jaw and your brain shake and you lose consciousness. Guess what happens? You lose access via your brain, which is sitting in a bucket of water, right? And that water is filled with phosphorus, right? to the magnetic field where all the information is stored. After a given time, whether it's a few minutes, a few seconds, like boxing, a few seconds, maybe a few minutes, and for long lasting effects, it may be even a few weeks or a few months before your memory loss comes back to you. Think about this shit. Where is the information at? All you gotta do is just ask yourself common sense shit. If people get amnesia and they lose, they don't have their memory, they lost it. Where did it go? Where's the information stored at? If it comes back, you that shit like you left like a pair of keys, like you, or you left it at your homeboy house, and so you had to go back over there to pick it up and then slip it back in your eardrum. No, the memory never went anywhere. The information never went anywhere. It's always in the magnetic field that your body produces. It's always in the magnetic field. What happens is you damage the brain and nervous system, which interface with that magnetic field. So the information didn't go anywhere. You just temporarily lost access to it. That's all. And once the damage to the brain or the nervous system repairs itself, however long it takes, a few seconds, minutes, days, weeks, or months, you get access to the information again. Because it's sitting right there. You see? This is so simple, man. Your ancestors they didn't spend their time carving shit into all them damn rocks. Huh? I promise you, they didn't spend their time carving shit into all them damn rocks. For you to come along and tell people that you're a scholar of Kemetic science, and based on your scholarly opinion, this is all mythology right here. This is all mythology. No, this ain't mythology. This is a bunch of shit that your ass don't understand. Because you don't understand biochemistry at that level. You don't understand the biochemistry at that level, so you missed it. You missed it. The whole piece. You missed the whole piece. Right? You missed the whole piece. Let me show you this thing here. And for the family listening on the podcast, feel free to go ahead and Google search, right? Google search and rewind back the weighing of the heart ceremony so that you can see for yourself, right? And I mean, it goes so crazy. Like we could go so crazy with it. You know what I mean? Like it goes so much deeper because you can go here, right? We can go here and look at the kidneys, right? We can go look at the kidneys, right? We can look at the kidneys, right? We can look at the kidneys. You see how the kidneys look? Look at this. Let's look at the kidneys. Now look at this. Look how the kidneys look. Look at the kidney. Oh, man, I shouldn't have deleted that, right? Look, let me show you something. Look how the kidneys look. What was that? Right? Right? Let's see if we can get it clearer. Okay, boom. Look at that. Look at this scale. Look at this scale, right? Look at this scale. Look at this scale. Now look right here. Look inside your anatomy. Look at this. Bing. Look at that. Look at that. And what does the kidney do? What do the kidneys do? What do the kidneys do? They weigh and they judge what? The electrical balance of the fluids in your body. Woo! Listen, man, I'm telling you, man. These folks playing with your minds.